Looks like everything is running. Nice. And we can get right into the 1v1s. So again, tonight I'll probably go about 2 hours for the whole stream. That's great. Also, there's one thing I need to adjust with my chat window. Can't see everything. Hold up. Yo, what's up, Ignited? Doing well. Yeah, my day's going good. Okay. Just barely made it back in time for that. Wow. Incredible first touch. Let's see if I can get... No, I wanted a double touch. Just fake him. Cool. Nice. Yeah, he should wait for me there. Almost. Can't really do much with that there. Cool. Yeah, it's a risky spot for him because he feels like he needs to challenge this, so just try to play it off the side. Especially the triple demo. Oh man. Yeah, yesterday was really fun. I'm glad we all got to do a match like that again. Oh man, it's off by just a little bit. I hate how everything else with that dribble was actually perfect. And the last touch was bad. Like everything else was great, but oh well. Wow. Just have to play that into his boost as best as I can. Almost got something cool. No, I need a much better bounce off the corner. Almost got underneath him for it. Rip, man. Oh well. Still think the same. Still think the same. Like, I'll do them occasionally. But, like, before I enjoyed doing them, it's just hard to balance them sometimes with what I want to get done with 1v1s. Or the other game modes. Like, I've always thought they were fun, but it's just hard to mix it in competitively. And to keep up focus. Focus is like the main reason why. Surprised he got through that. Finally got it over him. But yeah, I still have a lot of fun with it, but, you know, it's just... It's difficult switching from really high-level games to something I can do just for fun. To do viewer games. Yeah, that's true. It's a great way to interact with everyone. No way, dude. The last touch again. Second time. That's so frustrating. Rip. Finally. Okay. It took so much effort to get that shot. After the last two. Nice. Nice of him to let me dribble. But yeah, doing it for an entire day is a good idea. Usually, like in that case, I'd want to do like a full tournament if I did something for a full day. And then do like some fun matches after with like weird mutator settings, you know? Wait a moment, dude. That's crazy. Oh, that's a terrible landing. I can't believe I landed that badly. Nice. Just gonna turn around. Let him have it. Great delay on that. I was hoping he'd lose his flip and go for a 50, but good shot by him. Still a tiny chance to get a goal. Nope. GG. Oh well. Man, 2 goals there that I could have scored. And if my defending was a little bit better, it would have been cool. But what genre? Mine was a few different, like alternative to R&B is the way that I put it. Alternative rock to R&B. So a little bit experimental, but not like so far out there that you can't enjoy it, or most people can't enjoy it. I should show one of the songs soon. Again, I wanted to release all 8 of them. 2 of them are like ready, but I don't want to release them on their own just yet. But yeah, that's basically the genre that catches my ear the most, or sounds the most interesting to me. It's something unique. Like the exact same way that I treat doing drift dribbles in Rocket League. Like music for me would be the exact same thing. Where I'd want to do something unique and kind of fun, but still make it competitive, you know. Nice. That one was awkward for him to read. He's going to run into a lot of dribbles this game. Yeah, they'll be released on Spotify and everything. So I'm going to use DistroKid to publish them on everything. Made that really weird for him, but he still got a touch. Is that off? Just barely. Lol. Bad touch by him. He didn't want that touch, and yeah, made the rest of the play awkward. Rip. Don't really have a choice but to go for it. You should try to demo my car here. Lol. Nice. Perfect setup on it. I was pretty sure he would rush this. Just had to make it look awkward. That's rough. That was the worst time for him to challenge because I got the pad. Not the best for me, no pads I can get. Yeah, rip. If I had 12 boosts, I could have sped up to 1, but it's close. Claim it helps people get better. Yeah, that would be funny. Just put my music on in the background and then you'll be able to dribble and win 1v1s. I don't know about win 1v1s, but you'll be able to have better mechanics. Nice. Like I said, this guy was gonna get dribbled on a lot. Dude, it's fine. He wanted to see where he could improve, and you gave him a good target, because it's not just about... I jumped too late. It's not just about you know, him getting a chance to shoot at things. It's also him getting to see someone close to his level play. Because that's the thing, is like, even though watching like the lines I take and everything would help him improve, he'd learn way more from someone who rotates a bit more like how he rotates. Or how his opponents will rotate, someone closer in rank. So, I think he did fine. And you were holding back still. But I don't think it discouraged him in any way. No, man, that should have been a goal. I'll let him play this, see what he does. Lol. Almost. I'm having fun in this match. That was so weird. If only. Oh well. Let's not let him get a comeback. He's thinking about it. What rank is he? I think he said silver, but he could have been lower. But he did say he'd only been playing for 2 months. So I don't know if he was silver or something else. Honestly, don't know the low ranks anymore in this game. Like, if bronze is the lowest, I mean, I would assume bronze is lower than silver, but I don't know if there's anything lower. What did my card just do? That looked so weird. That was wild. Assumed you would go for a demo. Oh, that's such a good bounce for him, man. This is why I was saying I need to make sure he doesn't come back, because in ones you can get so much momentum so quickly. He gets that pad there. My car almost fully covered it, too. Not much else I can do. Rip. Solid match from that guy. I don't think he was expecting a lot of the dribbles. Honestly, the dribbling has gotten so much easier. But I've had to practice like a ton just to get it to feel way more comfortable. 9-2. Pressured. Wasn't really sandbagging. I mean, I saw some moments where I thought you could have scored it, and you chose to dribble or not go for a super easy goal. Some of them you were doing like pretty powerful flicks and setting yourself up for good shots. But from my view, it looked like you were holding back a little or playing a little slower than you had to. But anyways, I think he had fun in the matches. Even though he was on high ping, it's like the only hard thing for him. But yeah, yesterday was pretty fun to do. I mean, of course, I'll do more private matches or more viewer matches. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it feels really hard to separate from trying to play competitively on a stream to doing like viewer matches if I'm not planning on it before like I do it. I nearly got the quadruple reset. I like messed up my words as I was doing it because my brain was like, no way, this is looking really clean. One thing that I want to get back in the game that I'm working towards is being able to do an air dribble to the ceiling, like one of those shots. Like if I try it right now, wow, that was a great example. I can get it going backwards, but trying to get it to go vertically up is still really challenging. Especially with the air roll that I use. So, I don't know if you ever noticed, but the way that I do air dribbles from the ground is different than other people. Where, wow, I usually don't like get two backflips that easily. Yeah, it's hard to get it up there. Basically, I jump to the side of the ball, and I do an air roll and twist up into it. So basically, lift up like this and go from the corner of the ball while spinning, and then go up. That was how I used to do it. It's still really, really hard to aim, but there was only like 2 times where I felt mechanically consistent enough to even go for those. Because they're really, really hard. But still want to get back to the point where I can at least shoot it. I had a feeling he would overcommit. Do a shot. Man, I misjudged the angle. I thought I could still score it, and then once I realized I couldn't, I tried to delay the shot by a little. That lagged. A clip. That's funny. What shot were you going for? Because I saw you get some really powerful, powerful flicks. Nice. Off by just a little. There we go. Still kept it in close enough to score. But yeah, you had some good power on your shots. He's gonna get frustrated with these demos. I mean, he overcommits there. I don't even know what he means. Does he mean 30 years old? Or something else? Your best was in the match with 106. Oh, okay. Nice. Look at that guy's flick. Like, speaking of flicks. Oof. There we go. Second one was more on target. Good touches by this guy, though. It's so weird. I've seen that happen like 2 or 3 times where the side of someone's car scores the ball. 11 if not 115. Oh, okay. I see. Nice. Yeah, they're really fun to... Can I get that? No, he's got the pad. Just gonna let him shoot right away. This guy's clearly got really good mechanics. Rip. Decides to go for a straight challenge. I was a little worried that he would do it, but still attempted the shot just in case. Because his playstyle is really fast. Wait, what? Has this guy played me before, or...? I'm confused. Rip. Could have had a more solid 50, but... Oh well. No weird 50. Risky of him to go for that. It's a bit of a frustrating one. The wave dash, at least. No, that should have had way more power. Especially from the angle. Ooh, that's a ton of power to get on a shot. Honestly, well placed by him. Nope. Can't get it off the nose quick enough. He's gonna go under me. He wants a demo no matter what, so I'm just gonna avoid his car. Missing that though. Kinda close. Just had to block. I'm gonna lean into him overcommitting and let that get me some goals. 2018. This guy's funny. Honestly, I like him. I like the way that he's playing and talking. It's kind of funny. I haven't seen someone put this much effort into the trash talk. Solid. He actually overcommits on the drift dribble. Which I'll take. But yeah, he has an interesting playstyle. It's kind of funny. Close one. I don't get how I got a reset there. I only have one option on that ball. Nice. Try to make him uncomfortable and it works. This one, he's gonna get a free shot. Nice. Great touch. Expect him to play that faster though. He's got some strong 50s. Kinda gave that one away. Not the touch he really wanted. But he's still basically in possession here. Yeah, have to waste what little boost I have on the gather on the ball. Beautiful shot. I'll give it to this guy, he's playing really well. No, need that one to go up instead of outside. Well played by him. That was fun though. I want to play that guy again. Running into players like that is way more interesting. See if I get a rematch. But yeah, his speed is hard to deal with. No, I wanted to get him again. Love the shot that he got towards the end too, of like 10 wall dashes before it. No, almost something good. Perfect. Need more of those touches. Where'd 50 you go for? I'll take it though. So, Ignited, what's the fastest flick that you've gotten so far? Ooh, it could have been better. Let's see what he has. Ah, man. I could have gotten that save. I had the right idea, but was too slow up to the wall. What a weird 50. Yep. No, I wanted a double touch there. This guy's getting tilted by this though, which is kind of funny. I let him shoot the last one off the wall. For that. Let's see. Nope, can't quite recover. Weird one. Cool. Kind of a strange playstyle. No, why am I missing that wave dash? Rip, man. Wanted to get some kind of a soft touch that I could land from, but look at the way it turns my car. With the hit that I get, it bounces me down lower. Versus Aramex. What? I mean, solid shot. Only had a smoother kickoff on that, but really clean read. Perfect. No, dude. If that was one more touch off the nose of my car, could have been a double touch, but wasn't there. Which is annoying, but oh well. So 119, nice, and then 123. And those are off of flicks, right? What is happening with my kickoff? This is actually, it's really bad. Nice. Not the shot that he wants, but his setup is solid. His first few aerials that he went for didn't get him much of anything. And then the last one got him way more. No. Yeah. Losing way too many kickoffs. Pretty insane. If he had gotten that in, that would have been impressive off of his first two flips. Cool. That's a good save. It's funny how that play worked out at first. Did he keep him off the walls at least a little bit? Kind of messed up my flip there. Even though it gets the ball in front of him, it's not the one that I want. Needed to bump him sooner. No! I wanted to set up some kind of a dribble. He knows it though. I do wonder if I played this guy earlier though. It's like, I don't remember if I did. Rip. GG. Just didn't play very well that game. But on to the next. Still want to get... Nope, not the guy from 2 matches ago. Oh well. Really weird challenge point. Not enough boost to go for a real flick. This guy's movement off of the wall is really good. It's confusing to look at. It's getting plenty of wall dashes. The last 3 guys that I played are like way more mechanical than everyone I played in the last 2 days. Kind of a weird one. No. Yeah, like look at all the wall dashes. Almost. Boost out of it at least. Okay. I'm gonna adjust my playstyle. Make it a win here. No, that one should have been a reset, like any kind. Yeah, that's a great shot. It's a chance I can save it, but it's so high that I kind of want to wait to see if it's going to go down off the bar. But hard to reach that angle. No, dude. So many of those missed. I've gotten a few tonight, but that specific touch with my car has been inconsistent. A little too late on the turn. Nice. Needed a better 50, but no way. Power shots are not on target. Same for that one. Right in the middle of the goal. Looking at that one, I don't know why it turned into my car the way it did. No way! That one looks clear for me, but I guess not. This is weird. So, last three players all have a really different rotation and speed off of the wall. And it's getting them extra shots against me. It's hard to adjust to, because I haven't seen too many players do it in the same way. Man, so many things are just off mechanically. That's rough. That shot's hard to pull off too, but the first one, not going the way I want it to. Hoping for a 50 that goes somewhere. And even that touch. Solid defending. Finally get something perfectly on target there. And can still turn around, but it's going to take a better kickoff. Rip. I'm hoping he doesn't have enough boost to be supersonic there. This one's just going to turn around and hit it. And yeah, perfectly on target. Well played. Much faster playstyle than some of the other guys. But again, last three players are playing well. I just have to adjust and pretty much play faster on some of them. We're gonna test something next match. If I play really high speed again, I want to see how much it adjusts the number of shots I can pull off. Might get anything from this. Not quite. Dangerous challenge. No, my landing. I should have held power slide on the landing. I thought it would bounce more outside than it did though. Oh well. Solid. Kind of brush challenging a little. I'm going to switch to playing a little bit slower for a moment. Rip. Need something a lot stronger. On that, like, second to last touch. So sure he was going to go for an air dribble bump instead of a reset. It's rough because it's like a 50 if I wait for the bump. And then go for the reset if I go early. It seems like I'm getting smacked off. I'll just take more time to adjust to. Let's grab his boost. Almost something there. Really slow catch. Yeah, didn't want it to be half as slow as what I got, but man, terrible landing too. Didn't have any power on it. Well, I should say height. It had some power, but I wanted it to be a little bit higher off the ground. That landing was awful. Almost something good from it, but oh well. What a reset too. Yo, what's up, Sean? It's good to see you. Yeah, still super rusted. But it's getting better. Honestly, over the last like 2.5 weeks, I feel like I'd say I'm like about 80% back to where my peak was before. But dude, some of the people playing in here are just absolutely insane. Not getting me with that. Great. And is getting me with that though. Unfortunate. But yeah, how are you doing? I know I haven't replied to any of your messages yet. Sorry about that, but have you been doing well? That landing was so bad. It's a great save. Bit of a gamble on the boost. No, man. Oh, nice. It sounds good. Sounds like you're... Wow, top corner. I'll have to see it. See if I can actually win strong kickoff. Doing good. My voice is doing a bit better than before, but still trying to not overdo it. It's good enough to where I can sing for about an hour and actually get through it, but the next day I'm still like waking up coughing if I do stuff like that, or overdo it at all. Nice, good timing on the drift dribble, and it's probably a W. But yeah, so mostly been focusing on doing that. Been playing Rocket League again because been wanting to do something competitive. No! That could have been so good if I got the angle a little better off the first touch. GG. Unfortunate match for that guy. Not at the moment. Not while I'm playing through all of these matches. Honestly, when I'm doing 1v1s, I usually just stick to ranked for most of the stream. Towards the end, sometimes I'll do 1v1s, but just so I don't break focus. What's kind of weird is I don't know, like I think it's always been kind of my personality to try to focus on like one thing really heavily as I do it and not like switch between things as much. Some people find it odd, but to me it's just much easier to do. All good. Oh, about to sleep, okay. Honestly, twos has been kind of fun to do. It's been a little weird to get back into, just because rotating feels way different than before, but it's been pretty fun. How's your threes rank now, though? Have you still been able to play, like, consistently or somewhat consistently? Never seen that title before. Ooh, that's not great. Neither is that. Rip. Problem is, I thought I was hitting that even if he 50'd it. Almost GC. Nice, dude. I don't remember, actually. I think I'm GC2 and 2s right now. And then I think GC1 and 3s, but I can't remember fully. And then 1v1s right now is Champ 3. Dude, a few of the 1v1 players that I ran into tonight were just... Oh, that ball went way further off of me than I thought it would. Just insane. Like, tons of wall dashing, resets, and stuff. It's crazy how mechanical some people are at this rank now. I mean, it's to be expected over, like, a few years of me not really playing the game, but it's still crazy to see. That one I could have gone up sooner. Honestly, I didn't think he'd go for a strong power shot initially. Probably should have been paying more attention to his card. It's a good line for him. Oh, that fake challenge got me. Really rough save though. Like, his timing for going on the back wall was not great for him. See if I can get a really solid kickoff finally. Nope. Yeah, that one's rough. Could have played it better by going back, but just feel like I'm struggling so much on kickoffs tonight. GC 1 and 2s. Nice, dude. That's awesome. And then almost there in 3s. No, man, that could have been so much better. He saves the low fake, too. Ooh. That's good vision by him. It's gonna be hard for him to save, yeah. Nice, I was able to read where that was going. 122, nice, dude. Getting up there with the speed. No, it's just a little too slow on the turn. I have a ton of boost to recover with, though. Those were some of the worst touches right there. Can I just go high? Let's see. I don't even want the demo on this. Just try to make it as uncomfortable as I can. Actually, could have demoed him if I held it there. Ooh, come see his car. Shouldn't have rush challenged, man. I'm throwing myself at the play too much. Oh well. And then C1 and 1's nice. Honestly, that's pretty solid right now. And so much feels off. It's unfortunate. My dribbles went from feeling like pretty consistent, same for the aerials, after the first 20 minutes. It's felt difficult. Nope. Off target. He kind of bails out of that one early. Yeah, that one's almost unsavable with 0 boost. Oh well. No, man. Finnick hitbox. I'm gonna call it on this match. GG. I'm getting some cleaner touches. Just need to get the same thing lined up in a match again. Same guy. I'll play this one a lot differently than before. Kind of an awkward challenge. Play once. Oh, nice. Well, I appreciate it. It's good seeing you for a moment. Have a good night as well, Sean. Let's adjust a little bit. Man, falls off my car at the worst time on that. Oh well. His challenge was interesting. It was delayed by perfect amount of time. No, off by a lot there. Pretty nice shot. I didn't see where exactly I bumped him. Did he go up onto the ceiling? No, back onto the wall. That's good. That's well played. Boost grab was too much, and kickoffs, man. It's gonna take some time before those feel confident again. Or really confident. Can't tell if I'm going too wide on them sometimes or what. Way too high on that touch. I did not touch that one. Should have been a 4th goal for him. Really great shot. Rip. With that, I just have to assume he's got it bar down pretty much. No way. Man, locked my car by turning the nose up too high. So the side flip didn't guide me to the right spot. Oh well. Another pretty good player here. He's playing well. A little bit too high. Man, every 50, it's feeling bad. Oh, that's frustrating. I keep playing for a moment though. At least still 2.5 minutes. Solid recovery from him. Nice shot though. Man, first touch being that bad. Flick after, not on target. Perfect shot. Man, yeah, that guy's playing well, and then my shot's just not doing good that much. Still gonna play through it though. Again, in the game of ranking up, there's always some nights that just nothing seems to be working right. And then others that go perfect. Yo, what's up, Nightmare? Driving right now? Nice. Guessing it feels a lot nicer driving since you've been back. Other than the sand dunes. But how's your day going so far? Fire? Nice. Honestly, I've had a really good day too. The matches have been a little bit brutal to deal with, but today's been a solid day too. Yeah, demo the person ahead of you. That's funny. See what happens. Honestly, some people drive like that in Houston. Of course there's drivers like that everywhere, but in Houston, some of the truck drivers are... I'm not talking about like 18-wheelers or semi-trucks, like just pickup drivers. Some of them, like they won't road rage, but they will practically shove you out of the way if you take too long. Like, not actually hit you, they'll just come as close as possible to the people who drive too slow. Truck drivers here are like their own breed. Impatient. Yeah, Ignited, go for it. You've got this. Okay, that's a bit weird. Man, I figure he's going low, and I need to side flip there, and I go for a front flip. It's really annoying when you have the right idea of what shot the opponent's going for, and then you make a mechanical mistake that leads to a goal. And like, if that happens with backflipping is awful, but if it's not a backflip and it's something else, then it's its own feeling of frustration. But, oh well. Nope, no power. Wish I'd gotten that one pad. Almost, dude. He's been stuck on defense for a while. Oh my gosh, what has happened to my breezy flicks? You know, honestly, since I've been practicing them, they feel like they've gotten worse. Like, other shots have gotten better, but those ones feel more inconsistent sometimes. Nice. Really simple there. You know, what's really funny is I don't like his voice. That's my only complaint with Tame Impala. Like, I like his music, and his voice fits like his own unique style that he does. It's just, I just naturally don't like his voice for some reason. And again, it's not like he's singing wrong, it's just it's just for my ears, so it's not my taste. Wish I got a bump there. Or demo, or something. Yeah, I know. His voice sounds like too thin and nasally to my ear. Which usually, I really enjoy singers when they have that sound. Oh no, I feel like sneezing. Ah! That got me out of nowhere. Yeah, usually I like that sound with a lot of singers, but in his case, for whatever reason, it's just not my favorite. So I get a bump on him. Thought he had a better landing. Dude, I've missed that same shot 4 times. Where you get a light touch on the ball, and then it leads into a flick. 4 different occasions. It's like one of my go-to shots as well. Surprised he didn't rush challenge on that. Solid idea for a shot. Almost works for him. Finally. Finally able to cross it over and get a shot from it. But yeah, for whatever reason, I like Mac DeMarco's voice, but Tame Impala is a bit different for me. Even though, like, technique-wise, they do similar things. But not everyone likes Mac DeMarco's voice, so... But I remember you mentioning a few nightmares that you... not nightmares, a few musicians that you listen to, Nightmare. Tame Impala is one of the top ones that you listen to, right? Almost. It's worth going for, though. Man, dude, last touch. Threw it. Up there for a while. Nice. Yeah, I have a friend who really likes listening to him. Honestly, I barely tend to listen to like albums from artists. I'll typically only listen to like no. Dude. The pain. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it attempting these shots. At some point here. It's gonna feel worth it. But no, I lost my train of thought. It's really hard to get power on that. Rip. Need a better touch. Same thing on that there. Man. A little bit of a risky play for him there, especially from that angle. But, oh, I was gonna say, usually when I listen to artists, like I know some people who will go through like an entire album of an artist when they listen to them. For me, I just like pick and choose my favorite songs from whoever I'm listening to. GG. But yeah, it's hard for me to like listen to full albums. And I know a few people who do that, which I've never been able to understand it. But I kind of mentioned before, I just listen to so many different indie artists that my playlist is like full of tons of different people, and it's not like predominantly one. Like listening to albums, nice. Yeah, honestly, it's cool to listen to the songs all in order to get the vibe from the album, but I've just never been able to do it. Unless I want to hear, like, you know, a brand new album. But yeah, I won't listen to it on repeat. Something funny too is one of my voice students right now is wanting to learn a Michael Jackson song, and it's like he's literally just starting with voice, and so doing that is very, very hard if you have no experience. And so I'm like getting him started, but I'm having him do like Coldplay songs at first, just so he can figure out like chest voice and mixed voice. But it's really funny whenever people want to learn something like extremely hard to do early on. Rough landing. No, man. I wanted to get the nose of my car around in time. But, listen to them by themselves, mainly. So, what song do you think has the best guitar part in it? Out of all the songs you've listened to? Like, what's the number one? Yep. If he planned that, that's a good play. Put him onto the Jackson 5. Well, that's if he could do it well. He's not quite there yet. He's a teenager too, but he's doing the lessons for fun. Like he's not super serious about it. Missing the boost is probably crucial. No power on the flick, and respected his shot, but still get a goal. I think I'm gonna switch to threes pretty soon. But yeah, what would you say would be number one for guitar? It is. Come on. No, man. Not high enough. Ah, by a hair. That's a good shot. Just barely. You're gonna have to go like through your playlist to be able to find it. I already know like mine off the top of my head. Nice. Man, I feel like sometimes it's so hard to speak while playing this game at the same time. Like, the way I sound when I'm trying to do a normal conversation with someone is just completely different to my own ear. Dude, that's such a crazy bounce. Solid attempts. It's a good save. Hoping for a bump off of it. We should let this go. Nice. Man, he actually got enough to get a demo on that. Risky demo attempt. Almost. It's a fun build-up. Nice, let's go. Good timing. What's your favorite guitarist or you're biased? I've never heard that song. Mia and Sevenfold. Yeah, I've never heard that one before. Is it metal guitar or something else? I would assume metal. Ultimate power there. You should have gone for a fake tool. No, I was gonna do a second one. Dude, if I went for the shot off of the first dribble, that was a goal. But I wanted to catch him leaping off the back wall of a second dribble. Got too greedy. And that should have been a goal as well. Overcommit. It's really unnecessary for me. And not the touch I want. First touch on the dribble puts it too far on my nose, so it's really hard for me to get a 50, can't get a flick. It's unfortunate. Weird one. Cool. Just have to give him the impression I'm not going for it. It's metal. Sounds like a jazz one with distortion. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh. Could have read that guy's kickoff a little better. Did he hit that light enough? Almost. Let me dribble it this time. Cool. Pip. GG. Well played on that. Let me go with a 3v3. Ones. Man, Champ 2, Division 2. Went all the way down. Whole rank. But I'll get it back before I know it. But yeah, tonight's matches have not felt as good. What's interesting is that I'm still making the improvement that I want mechanically. The rank will follow it after a little bit, but I want to make sure that I'm able to get my playstyle consistent with touches. And the rest of it is just going to be able, it's just going to be reading players from there. Metal Screams? No, I never did any of those. Actually, what's interesting is that I didn't want to do it because it's dangerous if you mess it up. And my voice, I felt like I had a hard time doing it naturally. Like, I never really tried to do them. And what's weird is that I still got, like, a vocal injury anyways, even though I didn't go into doing those. But it just wasn't, like, a sound that interested me. And it was already, like, hard for me to do. Like, I'm really good at clean singing. And I can add a little bit of vocal fry now. But, oh, that's not the read I thought I was getting. Oh. But yeah, clean singing is like the easiest thing for me to do. Or what I feel like my voice naturally does. I don't know what hit the ball there. Was that the guy following it up? Yeah, okay. That's weird. His car ended up sitting right behind it. Not once. Yeah, I switched into threes. Let me see. No, dude. That could have been something cool. Solid save. Let's see where else this goes to. Weird, one more touch. Nope, not a 50 over the top. Three's rank right now, I think it's GC1 or GC2. Nope, I'm late to that. Oh well. Then let's see. It's kind of weird. Okay, that was almost crazy. Good block by him. Not sure I was actually reading that angle. Ooh. Let's see where they put it. They're all part of a team, I think. And then let's see. I believe in this read. Nope, never mind. That one's not it at all. Ooh. I don't know what happened to my other teammate there, but oh well. But yeah, Nightmare, when it comes to... Man, my hits are off by a little. When it comes to doing those kinds of kind of guttural screams or fry screams, it was just never like something I practiced that much. Have you ever been able to do them though? Cool. Mistake punishing usually ends up winning in threes, as long as you're not too slow to it. Main singer for Avenged. Yeah, yeah. It's something you have to be careful with. There are a lot of rock singers who get vocal surgeries for nodules on their vocal cords. The back touch though. Oh well. No, wish that could have been a demo. But yeah, it would surprise you like the number of singers. I'm sure you've already heard of plenty who've had to do it, but just the number of them who have had to do vocal surgeries. In any genre, really. Thought one of my teammates was cutting under faster. Man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I looked over there. I wanted more power on it for it to go higher, but for whatever reason I thought one of them was closer, but I guess not. So that one's kind of on me. Let's see. Of course. No, dude. The rust. Oh well. Rip. So close to top corner, but hate to see it. But yeah, when it comes to a few of the artists that I listen to, it's actually interesting. One of the main ones, he had some vocal damage during COVID. Just from getting COVID, that was kind of unrepairable, and it didn't change his voice too much, but it made a small difference to it. And I never heard that much about singers losing their voice to COVID, but there were a few of them who have like permanent vocal damage. And that's kind of scary to think about, but yeah, in the case of he's one of the singers for Dance Gavin Dance, or he used to be one of the singers for that band. It's kind of crazy to hear about. No. Perfect. That guy's annoyed with that timing. I'm like 100% sure. The moment he decides to go for a demo. Solid fake again. I'm getting faked by those like too often. I need to make sure I'm like more securely lined up with the ball before I flip into it. But oh well. Rip. Got in a little bit too far. Let me see this replay, because, yeah, I shouldn't have gone for it in his corner that close. On that drift dribble. But Nightmare, send me the song when you get a chance, because I'm curious to hear what the guitar part sounds like. Honestly, any kind of, wait, hold on. I was trying to lock in for that kickoff. That one's kind of on him. I'm not seeing the demo, but I'll take it. Ooh. Again, whoever gets the boost pad is usually the person who scores. No, it's weird. Ah, I could have gotten something better. Oh well. That's unfortunate for him. Almost a miss. Dude, I've had that happen to me enough times, so it's frustrating when it happens. Let's see what he turns this into. No, I wish that could have been a demo. I was overextending there, though. Almost. Solid looking shot, though. I was pretty sure he would rush that. Good defense. He had to play that so far back to be able to get that save, but wish I got more power on it. Would have been better just not to shoot it. Wait, they put Sweet Victory in here? Dude, I haven't heard that yet, or hadn't noticed it. That's pretty awesome as a goal explosion sounds. Over aggressive. Cool. Risky. Face off there. Oh, if he challenged that fast, it would have been a cool flick. No. Not letting him have boost anywhere. Weird. He's making a lot of mistakes while rushing. Send it in Discord. Nice. Yeah, I'll check it out later and let you know what I think about it. Whew. I'll play, let's see, about 30-ish more minutes, and then I'll call the stream there for tonight. No, man. Wanted to put that on target. Let's see about this. Perfect. Just have to play that in a way that leads to the sidewall. Nope, can't quite get a good angle from there. Difficult for him. His first touch was awful on that ball. Let's see where he puts it. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, wait a moment. I recognize this guy. I used to see him a lot in 1v1s years ago. Unless it's just someone with the same profile picture, but I haven't seen anyone else use that, I don't think. That's interesting. Could have done better. He's got this one for free. Leave him plenty of space. And nice. I thought he would play patient that time. It's not too bad. Now, that is crazy. To get a spin out on the curb. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a ball fly off of that wall that fast in a 1v1. Man. Again, those breezies feel weird. Solid flick. Really great touch for me. Should've just gone for the air dribble. Had a great setup, but oh well. A little surprised I don't get a reset, but it's hard to get from that angle anyways. Cool. Dude, it's a little bit frustrating. Let's see. This is 1v1s for stuff that random to happen. Now, he is overcommitting by going for that bump or whatever he was going for. It's kind of funny, though. Just let him clear it. No, I pulled back on the stick just a little bit too fast. Ooh, I could have scored that. I have to wait for his boost spawn. No, man. Rip. Another power shot off target. Man, some of my other shots are doing so well, but the power shots have been failing me lately. Cool. That one is kind of free, but I'll take it. Nice. Just barely able to get that one to go in fully. Oh, cool. That's unfortunate for him. I know the kind of touch he wanted, and just kind of messed up on it a little. It's frustrating for him, but I'll take it. Man, that kickoff is terrible. Should be a goal. I don't know if he got that reset though. This is his last chance, and I'm gonna dive early. Close call. He's aiming for a 50 there. That wasn't the touch I imagined initially, but I'll take the way it ended up going. Same guy. Expecting him to rush challenge that time. Nice. Thought correctly on that one. So he was really out of position with the touch that he tried to go for. Aw. It's looking good for double reset. Just have to let him hit this. Probably gonna be not the best touch by me. There's no way, man. I've done that same backflip like 4 times. Permission to make the jokes. I don't know. Mixed feelings about it. Like, you can. It's just there is a point where they cross a line. Like, I'm not really bothered by them much. It's just if it's like all out, then. Cool. Good. But yeah, so I'd say you're free to do it, but just because you can doesn't mean that I'll find it funny. It depends. Ooh. Whoa, that's rough for him. Brutal. Or just bad lighting. And the headset covering. Oh, wait a moment. Ooh, almost got a goal. Honestly, if the way it looks in the lighting, it's kind of... might be hard to tell, maybe. Something that's really strange to explain to people is, since I don't have eyebrows either, like, it usually looks like when I'm in a room, like there's a shadow where I would have eyebrows, and so most people tell me it doesn't look like I don't have eyebrows. But of course, from this angle and I don't know, the lighting, it's a little more clear. But when I'm in a room, it's a little harder to see. With the hair, that's alopecia. So basically, I don't have, or my immune system attacks hair on my body. So because of that, I don't really have any hair. Started when I was like 17, and then it went away, and then it came back a bit later. It came back, let's see, when I was 21, and like took all of my hair. That was at the time that I stopped playing Rocket League, because I don't know. It's a big identity shift. You didn't have to shave. Honestly, that is one benefit of it. To be real, is that I never have to shave again. Mostly. Sometimes I do, anyways, because there's like still a spot on the left side of my head where there's like a little bit of hair. Not much, like barely any, but it looks a little funny if I let it grow out. But yeah, that is there's something I tell people is a benefit. Like I don't have to. Man, people keep mixing this up so well. Some just go straight for the demo. Others go for a low fake, and then others go for a flip reset, and then it goes back high. It's a lot to adjust to. It's a good block line. But yeah, honestly, it is it is a benefit. See what I mean? Like, this time he goes for the air dribble bump. Trying not to be rude. Well, I appreciate it. No worries about it. It's just, yeah, it's pretty rare. Most people don't really know what it is. Occasionally you see people with it, but I'm like, I'm the only person in my family with it, and I only know like one other person who has it. But yeah, that's the main reason. Yeah, if only I could have gotten something from that. Can't play this 50 very well. It's good by him to just wait. Play it patient. I don't want him to have another air dribble. No clue what happened there. Perfect shot though. Nice off of the setup. One between my eyebrows? Yeah, that's not hair. Yeah, there are 3 that I've had since childhood. And so what's interesting is like they, at least to me, they looked more fitting with I get bumped again. They looked more fitting back when I had hair, but they stand out more since I don't have it at the moment. Ooh, that's perfect. Well placed. It was black, and then somewhat, not exactly short, a little bit long. Not very long, because it was curly. I thought he was turning around on that. Just about to set up a dribble. In the video that I did on my YouTube, I have a photo of myself with before I lost any of the hair. That's such a weird series of bumps. Too dangerous for me to commit to his boost. I'm gonna switch up my speed. And not the kind of flip I wanted at all. And even that is a little bit weird. I'm out of boost. Oh well. High school music. I teach all ages, so at the moment, like, I'm not teaching in public schools. I'm teaching just private lessons. But that's one of the reasons I don't want to do coaching, is that I have a huge, huge amount of private students at the moment. And so it's really a lot to shift between. So basically just teaching one at a time. I don't have to teach classrooms. But I teach it at a academy. It's not at my house. Rip. Man, that's a good save. But if I got, like, any height on that, it would have been a goal. And that one's too high. Oh man, frustrating match. Oh well. I have. I don't know if I'd say imaginable, but yeah, I've heard most of them. To be real though, like, the most rude ones have come from college students, like while I was in college. And most of them weren't intentional. There were like 2 that were intentional from people who didn't have that great of a reputation, but like, I don't know, some of the times where people were asking questions and trying not to be rude, they would just say something that, like, did not was not a great thing to say. And so that, I'd say those ones were usually like the rudest comments. When kids are saying it, it's not like anywhere near as bothersome to me, because, like, I know at the end of the day, like, they don't know how it would make me feel. So it's kind of a funny thing, but yeah, I've heard most of them. It's just funny how, like, it would turn out that some people in college would say worse ones. The worst ones to me were if someone, like, just doesn't have the best social skills, and so they can't really read the room, and they just ask the wrong question at the wrong time. Those were the ones that were more... Wow. No way! What is that bounce? Those were the ones that were, like, the strangest to deal with. But of course there are plenty of people who were respectful about it. But obviously if you're not experiencing it, you can't really know, like, what exactly is going to offend the person and what isn't, so... But yeah, honestly, some of the kids that I've taught have been, like... There's only one that I remember who was actually rude on purpose, and it was funny because he liked me, but anyone who would substitute for me, he would treat, like, horribly, and I mean, like, awful. And so he was hilarious to deal with, at least to me. But the other teachers hated subbing for him. The other thing is that I'm really good at working with kids who have any kind of special needs or anything close to special needs, and so a lot of the time my boss will give those students to me. And so some of the other teachers, when they have to sub for me, Don't, like, do not look forwards to it at all. I have to give them a full thing on how to go over it. No, it's fine. Like, honestly, that's something I'm prepared for, is that people would make that joke and not know. Like at the end of the day, I know people aren't aware. Sometimes if they are aware and they make the joke, that's more bothersome to me. If some of the jokes I do find funny. Like someone who's a family friend, who's kind of like a mentor for me and just really awesome person. And he's in his 40s, but he told me one day, he was like, you know, you're not, you haven't really lost anything, you're just ahead of the curve when it comes to your hair. And I don't know, that's the best way I've heard anyone put it when like trying to cheer me up about it. But other than that, I've gotten used to a lot of things with it. Low ranks in Rocket League. Well, you know, I don't know, there's the thing of patience. Like, you know, me not being rude to people in the game or not being toxic, it's more of a character thing of I just don't want to, like, start thinking that way in real life when I'm dealing with people or friends. Because, I don't know, I'm someone who thinks that the way that you do things in one area kind of bleeds over into everything else, like whether you want it to or not. And so, honestly, I have way more patience when it comes to dealing with people. I think that's made like the biggest difference. And then usually, in most cases, I'm able to communicate with people well. And honestly, communication is like such a huge thing in business. Wow, this guy's kind out of nowhere. Like Nightmare's reaction. Rip. Situation. I appreciate it. Yeah. Honestly, when I first stopped playing Rocket League, so like the hard thing is that with alopecia, you don't just like lose your hair at once. It's really slow. And so I like lost, the second time I got it, I lost all of my hair over the course of like 7 months. And so it's just like one circular patch at a time. And the hard thing about it is like you, because there are spots where there is hair, even if you completely shave it, your head still looks really patchy and kind of strange. And so, honestly, the breaking point of when I stopped playing Rocket League was when my brother had his wedding, like, as I was losing my hair. And while I was there, you know, I was dressed up in a suit and everything, and got to be the best man for it, which is really, really fun, really good to do. But like half of my hair was gone, and I had to have like such a strange hairstyle to get it to work. And I don't know, it's kind of weird having to do like a speech while you look like that. And so it was like at that time that I just realized I wasn't happy with where I was. But for like an entire year, after losing most of my hair, I wore a hat like every time I went outside. And like honestly, that kind of reaction is like not that uncommon with people who get alopecia at any point. But it took a year before I actually like stepped outside of my house without wearing a hat. But you know, there's some things that you just have to like accept and move on with. So honestly, like I thought about that with streaming. If I use a face cam, then then people will have comments, of course. But at a certain point, you just don't mind it as much. Stress-induced? Usually stress-induced, yeah. Not always. Some people get it without without it being stress-induced, but from what I know, about 70% of them start with a big stress event, which I was going through. And so I think the main thing that caused it was when I was 16, I had a really insane case of eczema. And the doctor that I went to, who basically solved it, only took 3 days to take care of it, which was amazing. She did really well. But one of the medications that she had me use was a little experimental, and I never had any problems with hair loss until after I like took that medication and then stopped taking it. So I'm a little suspicious that it could have had a side effect that led to, because it had a long list of side effects, but she was convinced it was worth it. So I don't know that for sure. That's like just my suspicion because I never had any issues with it until after that. But other than that, there was a lot of stress happening. Yeah, Facecam's here to stay. What's up, Luke? It's good to see you. With the hair. Honestly, I did think about that before. I don't really need to at this point. Like, I've gotten used to my look enough that, like, I don't have the insecurity about it that I had before. There's still, if I'm honest, there's still, like, a level of insecurity, but it's like, minimal compared to before. But I did think about that for, for being a VTuber. I don't think I could. I don't think I could handle it. I'd rather people see, like, exactly what I look like than be a VTuber. But if I did, I would use, like, Shiba Inu, and I would change, like, the name of my channel. And I would go with that. If I did. If I did. A wig? I haven't tried a wig. Now, I've worn one as a joke, to take, like, some funny-looking pictures, but yeah, I haven't used one. Main reason is because, like, to me, at some point, people are gonna see that I'm wearing a wig. Now, it's a lot harder for women who have alopecia because, I mean, of course, if you don't have hair, you look very different. And so, a lot of women who have it wear wigs, but just in my case, I'd rather just go with the look that I have. And it's funny, because I was saying to Nightmare before, like, honestly, that's one of the things where, because I, like, lost the hair, I felt like I had to go to the gym. And, as I went to the gym, it kind of gave... What the... It gave me, like, something positive to think about when I saw myself in the mirror. Because there's, like, many sides to it. You know, the people who have it at a young age, it's, like, really hard for them as kids. But it gets easier after they're teenagers because that's what they've looked like. But because, you know, I went 17 years with my hair before losing it, it felt like a big identity shift. And I lost most of it the first time, or I'd say like 40%, and then I got up to like 90% hair again. And then when I was 21, lost like all the rest of it. So it created kind of a big identity shift, you know. And just, you don't like look like the person that you know yourself as. Oh, if that last touch could have had some power in it. Would have been cool. Oh well. 60-fold Chad. Nice. Yeah, it's alopecia is the reason for me not having hair. So full name for it is what? I think it's alopecia universalis. That's like the official name where you barely have any hair. Most people have areata, which is where you just have patches of hair loss. And for a lot of people that grows back, but in my case it was kind of worst case scenario. What a save, honestly. Wait, okay, there was one that was kind of funny. There's a guy, I remember, like, one of my students, Ignited, who... He would always, like, I don't know how to explain it. None of the teachers liked him, and he just had, like, no social skills whatsoever, and he liked to be annoying and stuff. He was young. But he messaged me, once... with a guy on TikTok who, Yeah, what was it? It's a guy on TikTok who has alopecia, and what is it? He does a lot of silly like skits of himself in public. I don't remember his name, but he sent me a text asking if it was me, and I've never felt more annoyed in my entire life. I wish I could have said something positive before this guy left. It sounds so like I don't know, sad of him. But yeah, he asked if it was me, and I genuinely don't know if he was like trying to be rude or if he was genuinely asking. Because I don't sound anything like the guy from the TikTok. That was the one time where something a student did annoyed me. Because like I said, like I can accept like, you know, they're kids and it's not, a lot of them don't realize. But with that one, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Autoimmune. Yeah, so it's autoimmune. So it's just your immune system attacks hair cells and gets rid of a lot of them. And again, for some people, like it's only a temporary thing, and then it goes back to normal. But most people who lose like 90% of their hair don't get it back. A few, like a select few, do, but it's pretty rare. What a weird wave dash. Top 15. Oh, well, he was saying that he was doing bad. He was like upset at himself, not at me. But I think he was like, I don't know, feeling bad about his own playstyle. Much can happen. How old are my students? They're any age range. So I teach individual private lessons. And so, I guess he's going down. Like, I teach it from an academy though, but it's all ages. So, I could have shot that. Most of them are young kids, and then a few teenagers, and then, like 3 adults, I think. I could have played that better. No! Dude, that's so unfortunate for him. So it's a really wide age range. The biggest thing that's hard is that I have to switch from like teaching a 6-year-old to teaching a 12-year-old to teaching a 7-year-old to teaching a 40-year-old to teaching a 16-year-old back to back, and you just have to act like completely different in the lessons depending on the age. Like, dealing with a 6-year-old who doesn't want to play piano, but his mom is making him, is completely different than dealing with a 40-year-old who doesn't want to play piano, but is trying to make herself play piano. So, it's like, there's a lot of stuff like that. What's interesting is usually, like, a lot of the adult students are just doing it because they know, like, there's a lot of mental benefits to, you know, trying to play piano or guitar or trying to read sheet music while playing it, but they don't, they're not, like, really that interested in the guitar. A few of them are, but most of them aren't. And so, again, you have to, like, figure out how to teach them completely different from how it is for the young ages. Oh, I see what you mean. Shut him down early. I don't think he was, because he was being kind most of the match, like saying nice shot and what a save at good times. So I'd be surprised if he was trying to flex his peak. If it was some of the other guys that I've played, I'd definitely say trying to flex it, but I remember seeing him a long time ago. Like, I don't know if he remembers me, but I've definitely ran into him a while back. My guess is that he's an old player who isn't happy with where he's at in the game. Individual lessons. It's pretty decent. The only thing that's hard about it is that the academy takes half of the cut because hold up. Oh, that's bad. No, it was almost amazing. I need to sneeze again. because they do the advertising for you, and they do the scheduling, and they also do like I'm teaching at their academy, so you know they pay the electric bill and have all the equipment, and so because of that, they take half the cut. But other than that, it's really good pay. The hard thing is that with all music lessons, well, pretty much with anything with teaching, you know, you get paid for the amount of time that you spend doing whatever the job is, but you don't get paid for the amount of time it takes to prepare something. And so even though I have like a large number of young students who it barely takes any effort to prepare for the songs that they play, at this academy I get paid the same amount for someone who's more advanced, who takes like an hour a week to prepare for on the lessons. So that's like the biggest downside with it, but the good thing is ooh, that's weird, is that they do a lot of the stuff teachers don't really want to deal with. Ooh, that's a good shot. So all in all, I like it more than I would like teaching in a public school, because to me it's really fun to work with people one-on-one compared to working with a full group. At least when it comes to teaching. I think it matches my skill set like a bit better. Rip. Oh well, still fun to attempt the flick. Off stream. Do I play much off stream or what? Any shows? I don't know what you mean by what any shows, but I play Rocket League a little bit off stream. But usually not that much. Like 4th of July, for example, I was waiting to do stuff with my family, so I was getting on and off the game, so it would be really hard to stream. Then also it's a holiday with a bunch of fireworks going off. So, didn't really want to stream. Ah, that's rough. And then other nights, if it's like really hard to get to on my schedule, then I won't stream on those. On TV, anime, Netflix. Oh, I see what you mean. So, like, I used to watch anime a bit more. Now I watch it every, like, I'd say maybe 3 years I watch an anime. I just finished Death Note, because one of my music students is trying to play Light's theme from the show. And I made a deal with him of, if I watched the show, then he would, like, learn the song at the same time, so he would actually practice. And then he ended up not practicing, and I ended up watching the show. Anyways, and I got into it, but I haven't watched an anime in a while. Other than that, like, when it comes to TV, usually I'll put on a movie and watch that when I eat, like, lunch, and then I'll pause it after, like, 20, 30 minutes. And then I end up watching the rest of the movie a bit later. Like, I like a bunch of different genres. Any kind of, like, action, great. Action or martial arts movie. It's typically pretty fun for me to watch, but yeah, also psychological movies. I'm not very interested in horror, but I'm trying to think of some specific shows. I'm like blanking out on them. What did I watch the other day? I think the most recent, like, full show I watched was, oh great, The Night Manager. Basically, anything that's, like, psychological or spy-related, I find interesting. So I watched that. I watched, Tehran as well. It's another spy show. And again, I watched them in, like, 20 to 30 minute, sessions. But, ooh, I should be defending that a little better. So what's funny is, oh, the new Spider-Man in theaters? Probably. Yeah, there's a pretty nice one, somewhat close to where I live. Just for fun, I watched Toy Story 3, or not 3, Toy Story 5 with some of my friends there. And I don't ever remember being in the big room at this theater before, but oh, also, like, everyone tells me it's weird that I say theater, but that's how, like, my family always grew up, or always said it for me growing up. Like, everyone else says theater, but I'd find it funny if y'all think it sounds really weird that I say theater. But yeah, it has, like, a massive, massive room that I hadn't been in until the last time that I went. Watching anything on... Oh, wait, let me see. Breaking Bad or Attack on Titan? Is that what AOT is or something else? Just immediately thought Attack on Titan. I really like Breaking Bad, but Barry is one of my top favorite shows. That's on HBO Max. Breaking Bad, of course, is like, I think one of the best ones I've ever seen. So it's hilarious because I got my dad to watch my favorite movie a while back, and he told me, like, not to tell anyone it's my favorite movie, but Nightcrawler is my favorite. And both of my brothers think that's hilarious. Well, I think one of them respects it, the other finds it really funny. But that's like 10 out of 10 my favorite. I know, right? It's awesome. Okay, thank you, Nightmare. I'm so glad. You and my middle brother are like the only other people who agree with me that it's a good movie. Or worth saying it's a favorite. We probably love those. I have not. Is it like a show, Luke? Or is it like a podcast kind of show of him talking about stuff like that? Man, I could have played that better. I'm trying to think, what else? Extraction 2 is also like one of my favorite movies. Anything with that kind of action to me is like so fun to watch. I like The Raid a lot as well, but I wouldn't say it's like my top favorite movie. I'd say it has some of the best like fight scenes, but just because it has some of the best fight scenes doesn't make it like a favorite. There's some others. Is Baby Driver? Dude, that movie is so good. That's for me, I'd say like top 15 movies. Like, I love it. It's not my all-time favorite, but it is insanely good. So it's funny, because my best friend in high school actually looks a lot like the main actor from the movie. I think he made it like his Instagram profile picture for a while. But yeah, I really like that movie. Honestly, Upgrade is another really good one. I like the first John Wick a lot as well, but it's... I don't know, after the first one, it lost the effect to me. Obviously, they all have, like, good action, but it got, like, I don't know, harder to appreciate it each time as the kill count gets higher in all the movies. But yeah, Barry is one of the top shows. One of my favorites, like, all time. American Assassin. Wait, I don't know that one. What's the name of it? Unless it's just called like his name. I had a feeling he was going for a low fake. No. Okay, almost. I'll play like one more match and then I'll hop off. So I have to teach tomorrow. Talking about his experience in the CIA during their... He went to prison for leaking the info on... Oh wow, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I might check it out. Although, knowing like the context of it, it's a bit brutal. So it'd be hard to listen to. For me, if I listen to stuff like an audiobook or something, or watch a show, it's a lot easier to handle that if it's fiction, but like knowing that it's actually... Oh wait, you put American Assassin earlier. I like missed that part of it. Yeah, I see. Dude, I haven't seen that movie yet. Teen Wolf, No, I haven't. So here's my thing is like I really like wolves probably obviously are my favorite animal, but I hate werewolves. Like I like detest seeing them in movies. Uh just because I don't know. Like sometimes people get annoyed with me with that, but I don't like care for werewolves at all. It just looks weird to me. Just my own personal take on it. But yeah, I've never seen Teen Wolf. And never seen Twilight either. So this is hilarious, but my favorite movie as a kid was Alpha and Omega. And I would always get like the best reactions telling people that when I was in high school. Um, just more as a joke. But as a kid, like, I already liked wolves at the time and thought that they were awesome. But it was just like a meme to tell people that was my favorite movie as a kid. And then second favorite was like Legend of the Guardians. Was that what they called it? I'm pretty sure that's what they called it because the book had a different name. But dude, the animations in that movie were so insane for the time. It's a really good show. Interesting. Okay, it depends on how the werewolves look. Like I get really annoyed most of the time with anything to do with werewolves. But maybe I'll check it out to see. There was something else I watched the other day that I really enjoyed. I don't remember what it was though. But yeah, most of the time when I watch something, it's just while I'm eating. Because it's really hard to find the time for it otherwise. Like lately I've watched a lot of World Cup matches. Well, not the matches themselves, but the highlights with my family. Like whenever we get the chance. And that's taken up most of like the spare time that I have, but otherwise like most of my time is taken up. Oh man, it's a good flick. Smallville? No, I haven't seen that one either. You know, I also haven't watched, what's the name of it? Why can't I remember it? I haven't watched The Boys either. And I know a few people who want me to watch it. And then what's the name of the superhero show that's animated that a lot of people really like? Is it called Invincibles? I haven't seen that one either, but I know a lot of people want me to watch it. Ooh, good fake. I'm falling for most of the fakes at the moment, but oh well. So, okay, this is crazy. I love space movies, but Interstellar, I've never seen from start to finish. I've only seen, like bits and pieces of the start all the way through to the end. Just because, like, growing up, my family watched it over and over and over again, but I've never actually sat down and seen the whole thing, which is crazy, I know. Dude, that hurts so much. Invincible is the name of it, okay. And then Death and Robot? I don't know that one either. Egypt, dude, that game was insane. Yeah, I watched the highlights of it tonight. I could not believe Argentina. Like, it's just insane. Messi is on another level. But yeah, that was really, really fun to watch. I also saw Colombia versus, man, who did they play again? I've, like, already forgotten. It's a European team, right? Oh, come on. That flick was crazy for that. Like, short distance to get that much power. But yeah, I saw Colombia play... I can't even remember who it was anymore. Knew they wouldn't let him lose, dude. Had to get a 10. What was it? The last 10 minutes of the match. had to get the comeback. Um, Honestly, so are you joking, half joking when you say it, or do you think it's like rigged to a point, or fully rigged? Because I always find it fun, like hearing what people think on sports. Because like I love F1, but last year the championship felt like so rigged to me. Fight the ref. Terrified of the fans. I know, right? What was it? Mexico versus England. That match was crazy too. Especially them in Mexico City. Woo. That's a good flick. Man, there was one other show I was gonna mention that I thought was good, and I've like fully lost whatever it was. It's a decent 50. He does get the pad. Ooh, waste it there though. No way. Dude. What is with me? Who am I? Who am I right now? No! I thought he ran out of boost at that point. And it happened to him too. That's just art. Maze Runner? Dude, I like those movies a lot too. Like, those are some of them that I'll put on in the background just to have on. That is such a unfortunate flick for him. Rip. Oh yeah, I watched Star Wars again. The second one and third one in the last month. Those are like such special childhood memories come from those movies that was really fun to rewatch. I saw it. I played. Meaning like the prequel movies. 1 or 2 and 3. Kind of put it somewhere awkward, but not close enough to me off of the boost. Just force him into a challenge he doesn't want to do. Can't get the full touch that I want there. Smart of him not to risk it. No, that could have had so much power. Rip. Saying rip for him. I feel bad for him with that shot because he played well up to that point. And kind of safely, but that one didn't work out for him. In Maze Runner? He's the main character in Teen Wolf, really? Oh, really? That's interesting. I haven't seen him in either of those. Now, I think I saw, like, of course, like, commercials for Teen Wolf, like, a long time ago or something. And saw him in it, but just completely forgot that he was in there. But I think most people know him for Maze Runner, right? Or is he more popular for Teen Wolf? Pretty sure most know him for it. Egypt scored because of a previous foul. Yeah, I remember that part. And they let it through. That's a 2-goal difference. Yeah, I know what you mean, where it just seems like there's a slight, like, I don't know, a slight thing like they wanted Argentina to come back. Yeah, honestly, I did think that was weird. And then there was another team where something like that happens, and I don't remember who it was, but, you know, where it just feels like they're kind of leaning towards the favorite. But yeah, it was kind of weird that they like went all the way back on that play with Argentina. Not the main character. Oh, okay. Is a main supporting character in Teen Wolf. Interesting. But yeah, that was a really fun and intense match. Like, of course, I haven't said this because it was last year, but I was so disappointed in F1 when Piastri didn't win the championship. Like, to me, it felt like McLaren made his car slower. To get a British driver, like his teammate Norris, to get a British driver winning in a British team instead of Piastri. And that really annoyed me. Like, it's possible the guy could have crashed his car twice and been slower every race after, but, like, I don't know. This is what it made me think of for a moment. Start their career on Teen Wolf. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna call it a night here so I can actually get some sleep tonight. But this was another fun stream. Trying to limit it to like 2 hours, at least for right now, to see if that affects my sleep schedule better. But it's hard not to go past 2 hours. This is like 2 hours and 20 minutes. But it's fun talking to you guys. But yeah, I'll call it a night here. And so I should be streaming tomorrow, I think, as well. And maybe a little bit sooner than I started it tonight. But it was fun seeing y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. And I will